I don't even know if I'm on the Michael page or the Brother Polite page.
The what page?
Peace. How's everybody doing? Yo. I hope you guys was in class last night for the real estate class. Real estate class was off the chain. I enjoyed it thoroughly. UCC and real estate. If you didn't get it, if you're not in the class, take it now. The pre-recording is there. We went over a number of things yesterday, but I'm just preparing the people to be able to purchase properties for significantly cheaper. Purchase real estate without a mortgage. Purchasing real estate without a mortgage. You hear me, people? Real estate without a mortgage. There's over $3 to $5 billion worth in properties that you can purchase without a mortgage. So the tradition has people scary. And what I mean by that is, we would rather go through the tradition of owing hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a house than to take the time out. Let me get this $120 class and see if I can buy the same properties for, let's say, $800 or $2,000. I know what it is. It's like, nah, man, because everybody should know this information. Everyone should know this. So how come he know this? He's too dark. I already know how it goes. Most of your teachers, when it comes to serious information, were light skinned, pale, white. I get it. Your chemistry teacher, your biology teacher. Normally our people are the U.S. history and the social studies and part of the psychology. If you know, you know. If you're from where we from, you understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying all teachers are like that, but traditionally you get your heavy duty information from a foreign teacher. That's how this thing goes. Thank you, Beijing. Appreciate it. Yeah, class was off the chain. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared of going to crisis class, so I didn't follow through. But crypto, I'm all in. Yeah, the crypto course is there. Don't play around. Anybody from going to crisis class will tell you the money was made. We actually have class tonight, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We have class today. Don't play no games. It's absolutely on. It's absolutely on. All right, let's make this thing happen. Yeah, so you actually have this weird phenomena where even if you can find a way to only pay $6,000, $7,000, $1,200, $1,500 on similar property types that cost you $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, and so forth and so on, we would have in our mind, I don't know, but it's not safe. If you know what's interesting is you don't go through that level of pressure when it comes time to buy a pair of sneakers, when it comes time to buy a video game, when it comes time to buy a dress. We never enter with that amount of skepticism when we purchase things that definitely will give us no return. I got Gold in the Crisis stock class tonight. You go to brotherpolite.com, it's pinned right here. I got stock class tonight. In class tonight, one of the slides that I go through, well, it's a couple slides because I really want you to get it. Plus, I got a tutorial there. I know you guys missed the tutorials. So I got a tutorial to show you how to use a special type of calculator, right, for compounding interest. But one of the slides, I show you if you just invested $1,000 into one of these companies for dividend investing and you don't touch it for 25 years, the drip will turn the $1,000 that you invested, that one-time investment of $1,000, 25 years from now, it turns into about $24,000 plus dollars. Now, you may say, but $1,000, 25 years, $25,000. Well, that's $1,000. What if you invested $4,000? That would be $100,000 from $4,000. But damn, Polite, I gotta wait 25 years. Well, you're probably watching this stream around 25 years old or more. If somebody would have did that for you, you would have been walking into $100,000. I just need you guys to understand, if you're considering retirement, right? I'm the plug. If I show you how to put $1,000 into a company and you wait, and in 25 years, that $1,000, you never have to do nothing for 25 years, that $1,000 turns into $24,000 or more. Why wouldn't you set yourself up for that type of thinking throughout the year? I mean, after all, that $1,000 is less than $100 a month. So if you put aside less than $100 a month this year, you set the stage for you to at least have 25 grand to walk into 25 years from now. The problem with this, right, and I discussed this in class, because dividends is everything. We want to pay dividends. It's so difficult to teach this type of information. I actually saved this for the last classes for Gold in the Crisis. Then the book will release, because that's how I'm doing it. Because I don't want people looking for stuff that's in the course that's not in the book. And then me, I'm like, yo, I gotta revise it because I want to put this in there because they need this information too. So the book, I taught them how to buy $1 with a few pennies. Comes with 15 video tutorials, and you also will have the publication, the book itself, right? And that is to be released at the closing of these last classes for Gold in the Crisis. So that's what it's themed, the last classes. So I'm just reminding you guys, hold tight with me because I want to conclude the course, because I'm bringing in the crypto and forex trading course, because there's a lot of money to be made during election season, during the pandemic, during the crash of the market that they tell you is coming, but it actually exists. But let's go back into what I was talking about as far as yesterday is concerned. Well, today, I'm actually talking about today's class that you will see at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You will see it 10 p.m. Eastern Time. The problem with talking to people about 25 years from now is because the problem lies in the fact that people get paid week to week. The problem lies that people rely on being paid bi-weekly. The problem lies because people rely on being paid month to month. So if you're used to getting paid from 1 month to the next, every 2 weeks or every week, your brain is programmed to understand that type of paradigm. So when someone tells you 25 years, you're like, I got to think about being paid 25 years from now. Bitch, I'm used to getting my money every week. You see, that's the issue. But then 25 years rolls by. 10 years gets the drop on you. And you only could think back. The older you get, the younger the invention, right? When you get older, you start inventing ideas and under pretenses that you call wishes. I wish I knew this when I was younger. If only I could. You sit there and you actually convince yourself, maybe there's a possibility I could just go back in time and fix it. And then you come to reality, it's a dub. And then it makes you lazy in real time because you feel like your life is already gone to hell and you done missed all the opportunities. You don't even feel like doing nothing now at the age you are. It happens to us all. That's why we say the more you learn, the less you know. It happens to all of us. The reality is you're so used to getting paid week to week, bi-weekly, and month to month that when a proposition is presented to you to amass certain wealth inevitably, but the only thing you have to do is be patient. And the only thing you have to have is patient money, which many of us can't afford patient money. But to invest into the future, to guarantee that you won't have to work in old age, you better find a way to do it. You better find a way to do it. Because for every $1,000, for every $1,000 you are able to put aside, you guarantee yourself over $24,000 inside of 25 years. The 1,000 snowballs into that. And that's just one example. But we're going to talk about dividends tonight. I did talk about dividends early on. As we close the crisis course, it's imperative that we revisit certain things and highlight more data, because I know people needed money right now, and that was of huge expedience, and I understand that totally. I totally get it. We need the money right now. I get it. So that's why I taught. The second I taught the class, I didn't even give you strategy. I started giving you stocks, and I earned my credibility when I taught the class. I started just teaching. I started just pointing you in the direction of, yo, we're going to put some money over here. We're going to put some money over there. Just so You can say, yo, I'm making money every week. Damn, how does he do it? Just to be patient enough so I can show you the steps. So I told you, the way I read books is the way that I teach. I read books starting from the first quarter to the middle of the book. Because if you walk in at the middle of a movie and the movie is really good, you tend to say, yo, I can't wait to watch this movie again because I'm going to pay extra attention to the details thereof at the beginning of the movie. That's what happens. So I teach the way I read. I'll read a book from the middle of the book forward and be like, damn, this is so good. It makes me pay more attention to everything at the beginning. But that's just things I do. You don't have to necessarily read a book at the first quarter mark or the halfway mark. It's just the way I like to do things because it puts the onus on me to go back. And when I go back, like I said, I'm going to pay more attention than I probably would have if I just started the book from the beginning. Like, you can't tell me if you watch a really good movie, but you miss some of it, but you walk out saying, damn, that movie was good. I wonder what I missed. You're not going to tell me that when you do watch that movie from the beginning, that you're not going to pay extra attention to the beginning. You're not going to tell me someone watching it for the first time is going to pay more attention to the beginning than you, the person who's seeing it for the second time but never saw the beginning. Because you want to piece things together. So when you do this, when it comes to teaching, it helps you piece things together a whole lot better. Because now my students would be like, you don't know what the beginning is, you just started. Then when I start showing you the beginning, it's like, so right now, when I show you the things I'm closing out class with, these are things that traditionally people would rather show you from the beginning. If this was like a school curriculum, it'd be like, yo, show them this from the beginning, but they would have you drugged up on the slow motion and you'd be like, man, I don't even know I'm going to do this. So right now, I have the liberty to teach the things that I am most interested in teaching you from the beginning because we did the middle path already. And that's the powerful part of what I'm offering. Sovereign Bible, great book to get. BrotherPolite.com. Just give me a few minutes. I'm going to close out. You just go to BrotherPolite.com. Trying to purchase the crypto class. That's good. You just go to BrotherPolite.com and just click the settings for options and it's going to say purchase Forex crypto class. The class will be on the 8th of November. That class begins on the 8th. Gold in the Crisis will be done. The crypto and Forex trading class will begin. So we won't have all those classes going on at the same time. Yeah, the crypto course, you guys think you made some bread. And the thing is, I time it. You know, I time the real estate course because this is the time to get into real estate. This is the time we play Monopoly. But again, it's about the mentality. So that's why while I'm teaching about dividends today, you'll realize it's not only in alignment, it's in conformity with the same doctrinal conceptions. Why? Because dividend investing is about the person who understands the long game. UCC and real estate, that course that I taught yesterday, that class in the course that I taught yesterday, we have more classes to come. It's super thorough. Anybody in the UCC and real estate course can tell you, yo, the tutorials, everything is super thorough. But understand this, while I'm teaching dividend investing today, and don't sleep on it, it's not day trading, it's not swing trading. Yes, it is the long game. But the long game is what it's about because we're talking about retirement and pensions may be obsolete due to the tsunami, the silver tsunami. You know about the silver tsunami if you're in my class. And we're talking about the near inevitable fact that the inevitable reality that there will be no pensions, that it will collapse because over 50% of the populace is 65 years or older by the time 10 years elapse from now. So we're preparing for that. There's a great deal of implications when it comes to that because now you got to look at, so what is the rest of the populace made of? The rest of the populace is made up of people under 17 for the most part. And then the few people that's in between are not nearly enough to keep the economy going. All right, so they're going to have to start bodying young people and older people as a form of depopulation tactic so that they can fix the situation. So for me, when I hear, oh, coronavirus is targeting older people and people that have these type of, okay, it could be a conspiracy theory as we speak, but guess what? At the end of the day, what we need to focus on is this. The reality is, if you know what's to come, you got to prepare yourself, right? Their contingency plan, we may not know exactly what their contingency plan is. We may be able to see it through certain obvious signs, but none of that makes you money. What makes you the money is being prepared. I know to expect on a 6 to 10 year basis a recession. So when we come out of this one, I know to anticipate one inside of 6 to 10 years. So I know when to stop investing and when to start investing. I didn't start investing back into real estate until this pandemic because we were long overdue another recession. We was overdue a recession this year and the year before. Year and a half to 2 years, we was overdue. So I was laying in wait for the economy to go on decline because when that happens, shortly thereafter, the real estate market. And then, like I'm telling you, the reason why we're investing in dividends and the reason why I'm teaching the class on dividends, because it's slower. This is the tortoise that beat the hare. The tortoise that appears to be moving very slow, but then gets to the finish line. The hare's over there rolling the dice and showing out, running backwards and everything. Gets to the finish line. He gasses out. The hare is there. The tortoise is there, pacing himself. So the reason why, and I do repeat things, not exactly the same way, but I repeat it in different ways because the goal is to make sure people remember and they learn. The reason why I have the dividend class being taught tonight, Gold in the Crisis, stocks class. And the reason why I taught the class I taught last night, which is still available to you, UCC and real estate, is because we need to play Monopoly. And Monopoly doesn't happen overnight. Monopoly is the long game. People want to buy the house and flip it, whatever that means. I don't even like using the word flip because they don't really know the technical that suffice to properly execute and understand how to make money off of real estate transactions. People say buy back the block. I don't like that terminology because when I ask people, what do you mean by buy back the block? And, forced to own it. And, they kind of think that another group of black people outside themselves is just going to end up purchasing property. But that's not going to happen if you don't understand what due diligence is. It's not going to happen if you don't know what tax equalization ratios are. It's not going to happen if you don't know what a mortgage hypothecation is. It's not going to happen if you don't understand what a conditional interest is. And if you want to be in a more advantageous state, it's not going to happen if you don't understand UCC 9-105 in parentheses D or UCC 3-305. It's not going to happen. So we need to lock in. We need to really lock in. The long game is Monopoly. The short game is, I want to buy this house, see if I can sell it inside 2-3 months. Nothing wrong with that, right? But in this particular pandemic, during this election season, during this crisis, mark my words, buy these properties for dirt cheap and hold them for 2 years. Dang, he's saying 2 years instead of 1 week because you get paid week to week. You get paid bi-weekly. You get paid month to month. Buy these properties for $800. Buy these properties for $1,500, $2,000. When the economy goes up, that's because real estate goes up, not the other way around. When you study the gross domestic product or the GDP of America, we talked about this in class last night, you'll understand that the economy follows real estate because that's its largest gross domestic product. That's America's greatest GDP. That's what America makes its most money off of, real estate. Then you got education coming in there. All of this is based on debt. They make their most money off of things that put you in debt. Real talk. So people borrow more when the value of real estate is higher. People borrow more. People borrow more, then they spend more. Makes sense. So during this time, no one wants to buy a house. During this time, you need to be buying houses. There's an approach towards buying houses where you don't have to buy it with a mortgage. You can buy it and own it free out. Clear, void of any encumbrances. So why not buy 3, 4, 5 houses right now under that circumstance? Because there's $3 to $5 billion worth in properties available in America, not limited to anyone in America or out of America to purchase. You could be overseas and still do this. There's $3 to $5 billion available in properties that can be acquired void of a mortgage. Wow. So why would you sign your life away to get a house that'll stop you from buying anything, not even a car after? You walking with me? Because you have to wait 2 years though. Because Polite said, yo, buy 3, 4, 5 of these houses. One for 800, one for 2,000, one for 4,000. Spend your time. Learn from the cryptocurrency and Forex class, because that's the next money coming in because of election season. You'll understand that when you take the class. Why cryptocurrency historically always goes up during election season. I'm not saying hold on to that for years. You may hold on to some of those things for some years though. I'm saying go in there for the money grab. Get your money, then put that into real estate. Put it into real estate. Sit on those properties for about 2 years. When the economy goes back up, those properties you bought for $800 and $2,000 and $3,500 that were already worth $150,000, $200,000, that will then be worth $200,000 plus, $300,000 plus. You sell them 40% below its fair market value in retrospect to the tax equalization ratio of that time. You check out the county surveyor before investing in these properties to see what are the building plans in the future. Find out if they're building a stadium there 10 years from now, 8 years from now. I don't care if it is desolate land. I don't care if it is a land that has been vacant for years. If you do the research, like I teach you in class and will teach you in classes to come, I do the research to see what the building plans are 10, 15 years from now. And if I see like they're going to build a mall somewhere and there's some dirt available in the way of where they're going to build the mall, Brother Polite will buy that dirt for $3,000, $4,000 because they're going to have to pay me to turn that dirt into their parking lot or to build more stores there, because who the hell wants to buy dirt? So a lot of times these companies get caught slipping and they got a budget and they buy things incrementally. So when you catch them slipping, is you buy what's in the way of their building plans, because you can see projected wise in this neighborhood, they're planning to build something big through this square mile radius, yet they don't own that square mile radius, but they'll get it by default, the fact no one purchased it. So when it's time to build, they can infiltrate based on the zoning laws and rules. So they save money under the pretense that people are too ignorant to make that investment early. Because who wants to buy some property, pay property taxes for it for 10, 15 years? I mean, shit, what are the property taxes on desolate land? It might only be $600 a year, $500 a year. But the day that this idea comes to fruition, oh yeah, $600 a year for 10 years. Oh yeah, I paid $6,000 for this land. But now the day has arrived, they want to pay me $180,000 to get me the F out of there. Mind you, I bought the property for probably $1,500, $1,800. I spent $6,000 during the course of the 10 years. So after all of that, I'm not spending more than $7,000. I'm not breaking 8 G's. I'm getting 180 back though. But I had to wait 15 years to get that. I don't know. Talk to me nice. I hope y'all walking with me. I'm just building with you guys. And this is the free information. But the only reason other ones we have to charge, because I have to be more technical and show you charts and graphs and historical findings, so that way I can confirm that this is not speculation. I'm not making this up. We're using real metrics, and sometimes we're using advanced metrics, but nonetheless, we're measuring. We're measuring. If you took the time out now and you acclimate yourself to thinking 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 20 years from now, if we could just program our people to start thinking into the future, being prophets, forecasting money, you'll win. I see a new artist come out. You know what I do in my mind? You see a new artist come out and they start breaking out. Hey, book them. Do a song with them. And hey, if they turn into the next Nicki Minaj or Cardi B or Pop Smoke or whoever they become, right? Yo, you got them when they were $6,000. When they start charging $100,000, or when their music does 50 million streams and 100 million streams. You ride that motherfucking wave and you put up your music at the same time. Watch this. So a new person comes out and their name is J Fly. You go and you make sure you set up a J Fly Instagram, a J Fly website, a J Fly Twitter, anything with J Fly in it. Because then their PR or publicist will have to correspond with you to pay you for their name, because synchronicity is everything to branding. Why wouldn't they pay to have the right to owning their name, especially when they become multi-millionaires? So when you see these people in the beginning, you catch them slipping because they don't know better, and you buy their name so they can buy it back from you. Because when their name establishes more worth, you become rich. But the only way you can make money off of that, that's illegal. How the fuck is it illegal to purchase somebody's name on Instagram? Nigga, get your ass out of here. Yo, hold on, let me shout him out. Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony, type it. It's illegal. It's illegal. It's illegal. It's, you know, people think it's illegal to be intelligent. Listen, it's not illegal to purchase a website in somebody else's name. I ain't say use their damn debit card without their permission. I said name the website after them. They gotta pay you for that. I know, he got us all. Yo, I needed that shit for today. Huh? Oh no, but yo, so shout out to Mark Anthony. I will not block you. I just need you to say something stupid like that again. So look, the name of the game, I'm about to close out. The name of the game, and I'm just throwing stuff out there. These things are things that you do when you have the ability to forecast. If you think check to check, if you think bi-weekly, if you think month to month, then you will never really make the money. The real money is in the future. You got people getting insurance policies for people that work for them. Why? Because when they die or they get hurt or injured, as the employer, you'll make lots of money because of their injury, and definitely more money because of their death. So you'll find people like Walmart hire a lot of people that are impaired physically. And so their mortality is compromised to the extent that they're likely to die sooner than 72 years old, because those are the people they're hiring. Kudos to them. Thank you for hiring people that are struggling in society that may be impaired physically. But the reality is they're getting millions of dollars every time one of their clients die. And so they had to forecast, I'm not going to get this money till 20, 30 years from now. You can also purchase policies that people haven't been fulfilling the payments on. And then you have to wait until those people die to cash in on a policy that you kept them alive on. There's different ways to make lots of money, but you will never make this type of money until you play the patient game. So we need to have a class called the patient game online. We need to play the patient game. Okay? So, and it's common sense. You got the right. We still talking, Mark Anthony, that's agent behavior sometimes, and it's inadvertent. When you say something so wild and ridiculous that even when the knowledge is being dropped, people are still building about that wild and ridiculous comment. Because, he got me still thinking, like, what would make a person think it's illegal to name a website anything you wanted to name? Or, there's so many fake-ass Brother Polite pages out there, ain't nobody getting locked up, and them niggas is really doing illegal shit with that. You know what I'm saying? So, to name something after somebody that you realize is cooking, it's just a business move. If they wasn't wise enough to know, hey, I'm not even coming out with my name until I have secured it, until I own it on all platforms, then you got to play the game. Oh, you got to pay that person. I've had to pay for my name for certain things when I got caught slipping. In fact, I had to pay for brotherpolite.com when I got caught slipping. Because my name is of value. My name is of so much value, I had to pay for my own goddamn name. I'm over here buying everybody else's stuff. I got caught slipping like, damn, I am somebody. Somebody knew that buying my name would be worthwhile. You heard? So it's about the long game. It's about knowing the future. It's about forecasting the future. You look at the Standard & Poor's S&P index, and they'll let you know that for every $100,000 that you think you've earned in your retirement, by the time that you are of retirement age 30 years from now, your $100,000 would be diminished between 40 to 60 grand. So that's what you think you're walking into 100,000, but due to hyperinflation and food inflation is when you're getting less food, but you're spending more money. You see them bag of chips. We used to buy 25-cent bags of chips. We used to buy 50-cent bags of chips. Quarter waters. We don't know what the hell a quarter water is. Our generation after us don't know what none of these things are. But our bags of chips was 25 cents. I feel like an 80-year-old guy, right? And our bags of chips was 50 cents. Now the bags of chips have less chips in it, and it costs more money. That's called food inflation. Kraft Singles cheese, when I was eating this, I don't know what the heck the price was, but it used to be like 16, 24 slices in there. Now, when you go in the supermarket, you'll probably see 8 slices in there for more money than it used to cost when it was 24 slices there. That's called food inflation. Things are becoming more expensive, but less in abundance. And what that does is cause you to lose money quicker. Plus, they're printing money faster than people are producing service, right? And so that's a contradiction called hyperinflation in short. That's the synopsis. And the combination between food inflation and hyperinflation tells us that the money that you think you're walking into during retirement will not exist. It will be called 100,000. Your retirement money, watch this, your retirement money will be called $200,000 in your pension. That's what it will be called. That's the name of it. And it will show up with those same amount of zeros. But it will not be worth the $200,000 that it is today, later on, 30 years down the line. So that's what messes people up so much. They look forward to their pension. Our older people, you will become older people. You look forward to that money called your retirement savings, but it doesn't have the same depth. It doesn't have the same breadth. Okay? So your 200,000 will only be worth about 120,000. And that's due to hyperinflation and food inflation. That's due to modern money mechanics. That's due to modern money mechanics, hyperinflation, food inflation, to name a few things. And according to the Standard & Poor's S&P index, you got to be aware of these ratios. They're able to do that by forecasting money. When you forecast money and you understand this, now you start making adjustments in your youth so you don't get caught slipping when you're of older age. Don't get caught slipping. So as much as we want to make money now, it behooves you to make sure you make money then. Don't get caught slipping. Hope you guys appreciate this. I'm just vibing with you. I just landed, I thank you guys for listening. Get the brotherpolite.com energy going. Get your books, your real estate or legal fiction. Definitely helps you with the UCC. Get your buy the house, sign the contract, protect the asset. No mortgage, no protest, no jurisdiction. I always name my books twofold. I always got 2 titles on my books. That's just how I be living. Because it's so much. I just need to make sure you understand what's going on. Get your Head of the Crown, Sovereign Bible. Get your Blood is Thicker Than Water, Ag Nation and the American Terra Firma. Get those books. Intense. Get you right. Socio-politically, socio-economically. Get you right so you can be more prepared for the classes. As far as Gold in the Crisis course is concerned, you definitely need to get that. Taught them how to buy $1 with a few pennies. That will be released upon the closing of the class. Only upon the closing of the class. We have one of the last classes being released today. Thanks for the fire emojis. I appreciate that. Modern money mechanics, no doubt. So I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the appreciation. Oh, we getting the bag now. Yeah, that's a fact. You got the bag. They mad. You have no idea. But I'm joking with myself. Y'all wouldn't know. But anyway, we're going to make this bread, man. It's election season. It's a pandemic. And it's the end of the year. And they say the stock market's going to crash. But unbeknown to many, it already crashed. There's no way it didn't already crash because the worst has happened. The whole country was on curfew. What the heck was that? What kind of businesses were able to flourish when the whole country was under curfew? Don't get side railed. Don't get thrown off. Don't have them defer your attention to the wrong places all the time. This is the time to spend the money. This is the time. You sit on it and you make the money. I showed you how to play the short game with Gold in the Crisis, how to make that money in real time. Now we have to be patient enough to play the long game, and we're going to use Forex trading. I'm not too big a fan of it, but I'm going to teach about it because I know people are interested in it, so you can look at and make the distinction amongst that and trading securities and ETFs and options, right? We're going to do that. But the crypto trading is real, super real. And I'm only doing the class at this hour because we can do a quick money grab. We can go in there. We can go in and come out of there ASAP with the crypto course. We got now till about February. We could go in and we could come out and make buku amounts of cash off that crypto. Real talk. So, and that's because it's election season. It's the end of the year. It's a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Yo, everything that they say makes the economy bad makes it great for you. It's only bad because people were buying stocks that was $1,600 a share, $800 a share, $1,000 a share, $500 a share. You couldn't afford it. It was bad for you when the economy was doing good. When the economy's doing bad, you got to be able to interpret that for, oh, it's great for me. Because now whatever was $1,600 and $800 a share is now $30 for me and $20 for me. Walking with me? If you invested in a company whose shares is $150 that has dividends, I'm going to give you an example of it for class tonight. That $1,000 you paid today makes you $24,000+ tomorrow as of 25 years from now. If you just really understand what that means and the type of money we burn through, like, come on, man. Come on. Yo, we got to do this. The money's out there. We have to do this. So that class, crypto and Forex trading class, starts November 8th. Get your classes now. The price will go up higher. Don't sit there, wait in the last minute, then price go up. You know, the Gold in the Crisis class is $150 now. It used to be $99. I'm told by people who don't have the money, this class should be $1,000. This class should be $2,000. I never did it. I don't do it. It's all good. It's all right. It's okay. It's all love. So $99 it is. Y'all should be able to make that because you're in the stock class and you're in the UCC and real estate class. But nonetheless, whether you made those classes or not, never did the class before, you've seen enough testimony. You've seen love. You don't see no wacky stuff. The only wacky thing you can see about me is when we went through the COVID trials and moved the publishing company, a big portion of it from Florida to California, and we was hindered in that capacity. It's the only thing you can see that people throw shade. And of course, the second they could throw shade, they throw shade. But it happens. It's part of the business. But you ain't hear no stuff about no people making money or they losing money with what I teach. That you'll never see. You're not seeing it now, and you won't see it. Because I use the BPB 10 system that I created. And I give notifications about stocks that people don't even be talking about. So we're turning up the notification. Those notifications are also going to be inclusive of the cryptocurrencies as well. All right. Keep in mind, I don't give notifications every single day of the week because that would create and breed an impulsive behavior. One, and two, it would be deceitful because if the market's not moving like that, you don't give people 10, 15 things that'll possibly make them money. And then when one or two of them make them money, you showcase that and you just act like you didn't show them the other 12, 13 things. Throughout the week, you're giving people but damn near 40 different stocks and maybe one or two of them work throughout the week. I don't play games like that. When I send you something, take it to the bank, stockpile it, keep building it up. It's going to make you money. That's it. Sometimes I'm lit through the whole week. Sometimes I'm like, nah, I'm only giving them one or two things during the week. That's what you pay for as part of membership, $19.99. Some people, yo, my man is getting stock notifications every day of the week. Is he a millionaire? Because he should be. If you're getting stock notifications every single day and you're getting 5, 10, 15 of them, I'll tell you what's happening. You're winning and you're losing. You're winning and you're losing. You're winning and you're losing. We don't lose with the BPB 10 system. We get lessons. We don't get losses. So it's levels to this, Crody. This is how we got to be on our game, man. So you click membership when you go to brotherpolite.com and you get your notifications. We have a lesson there for Tuesday. Tuesdays are lessons. The Tuesdays lessons are back again. I got a phenomenal lesson for you guys on Tuesday. Talk to me nice. I love you guys. Peace. My first trade, just experimenting, following the steps, made over $330 easy. Thank you, Gargamel Kiffin. Appreciate that. Share that with the people. Word. This is much needed information. Thank you, Rashad Thomas. I appreciate you. You know, it's the thing. You gotta, you know, me, I take my craft serious. I don't like when people have to read what they talking about. I take my craft serious. You could pull up on me, run down on me in the street. Yo, Polite, tell me something about, and I'll be like, I'll go in machine gun style. Cause I do this. I really do this, and I love it. I love what I do. If you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. I read so much, the wheels of my mind is constantly spinning, so it doesn't take long. The day you see me stuttering, you just know Polite capping. It's all lies. Cause I don't have to do that to disseminate information. It's in me. Real rap. Y'all know the game. Aubrey, I already know you still making money. Hey, send those screenshots again after this Sunday. I'm going to throw you guys some stock notifications so we can come out of Sunday and make some money Monday. You know how we do. Get in that Going to Crisis class. Everything's on brotherpolite.com. Peace.